solid, isn't it, between them two?
It is at your service.
Where am I going? Let's give her the bandana then.
You wanted to discuss something.
I found a stolen dream. It seems powerful. I think it's a dragon's dream.
Excellent. That should do nicely. Come back and see me when you have the remaining ingredients. You wanted to
I've got Triss's bandana.
Have you learned anything?
Triss was here. Letho forced her to teleport.
Why would he? There are easier ways to travel.
Two of Letho's comrades, probably those responsible for Demoven's death, were hiding among the Scoia'tael. When it became evident in Flotsam that the Kingslayer wanted to dispose of Yorvith, the Scoia'tael leader gave the order to eliminate them. Letho had to reach the unit before the Elven messengers did. He could only do that by teleporting.
I assumed that Triss wanted to teleport to me, but she missed the mark and they ended up in the gullies. What happened next?
Letho left her in a gully, wounded. He probably thought that she'd diversify the local trolls' diet. He himself went to see the elves and massacred the unit with his comrades. They're somewhere on the other side of the fog.
What about Triss?
She escaped from the troll. Everything suggests she's somewhere in the area.
I can assure you she is not in Vergen.
She has to be here. Locate her.
I'll try, but it will take some time. Have you learned anything else?
Sheila ordered Letho and Triss killed.
I can't believe that.
Believe it. I ran into some mercenaries she enlisted to kill Letho and anyone found with him.
She must have meant the other Kingslayers. Are you sure she knew Triss was with him?
Are you so sure of Sheila? There was something going on between her and Triss. I sensed a lot of tension.
A misunderstanding.
Maybe. Let's find Triss and clear everything up.
I need some time. What's going on out there?
Let's see.
Don't know. Sounds quiet to me.
What's going on?
The peasants want to take pitchforks to King Demoven's son.
Why?
The Dragonslayer's servant is spreading rumors that Stennis poisoned Saskia. The commoners are in an uproar. They want to dispense justice.
Where's the prince?
Barricaded himself in his room, guarded by nobles. For the moment, the peasants are still respectful, but they are feverish. A fight is inevitable. Help us out. The situation is dire. I'm going to inform the other nobles.
What am I supposed to do? Kill them all?
I'm not sure if Prince Stennis is guilty, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was involved.
Power, the object of dark desire.
Let's go, before this dark desire becomes too strong and someone gets hurt.
You go. I'll locate Triss. And should anything happen to Prince Stennis, remember, we need his blood.
I remember.
A flickering heart. Why is that fucking failed for? What quest was that? No, let me tell you. So. Oh, it's a poetry thing then. Are these on a time limit then? Because they just seem to fail for no reason. We've got the old magic stakes. Yeah, there's quests. There must be some sort of timer or something, because I've had a few of them fail for no reason, really. Justin Bieber. Right, where am I going? Up the hill here, I think.
Shut your trap if you...
I never finished telling you about Canary. We were working at... Suddenly I hear, Canary's dead.
No, down here and then through
Maybe
here.
it's just asleep, I asked. What's this?
How could it be in there? How do we get in there? God damn it.
Say she's dead.
Through here, I guess. No.
Serve some lodge.
Geralt! It's good to see you.
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to slaughter him.
What's stopping them?
The Knights, Aedirnian noble lords.
Not easy to raise a hand against a blue blood.
A peasant by the name of Calton was at the council. He didn't seem to respect anything or anyone.
Calton's a blackguard. He'll use any excuse to raid and plunder.
He has a taste for noble blood. They say he buries gold looted from the lords in some gorge. Looks like things are getting nasty.
Hear me!
What do you want?
I'm Skill and Balden. I keep order in Vergen.
Or doing a nice job then? Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get the flails! Stop!
Yorvith.
Squirrels! Everyone who wants to leave this yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons! I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's going on?
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Stennis and Olgan poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them!
You lie, Colton. Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat.
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Scoia'tael keep an eye on him.
Why's the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Enough! I'll shoot the first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off!
Give us this horse.
Ooh, touchy.
We need to act quickly.
We?
The mob's akin to a forest after a drought. One spark and the fire will be unstoppable.
I'm no peacekeeper and definitely no judge.
We're both in it, whether you like it or not.
Why are you getting involved?
For her, Gwynblade. Certainly not for this rabble.
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need be. I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable story.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats. Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly. You won't have time to talk to everyone, though, that's for sure.
Humans only care how their asses
Talk to those gathered in the square. Don't have much time.
If they start at each other's
Witcher, come over here. Throw the mist and commoners and nobles are at each other.
What do you want?
We of noble birth always had to protect the plebs from their own stupidity. If not for us, the world...
I don't have time to listen to song. Know anything about the attempt on Saskia's life?
No, I don't. But whatever the truth, the mob cannot lynch one of royal blood.
So truth means nothing to you. That's what makes us different.
I didn't say I don't care about truth. Just keep in mind there's a world order that mustn't be destroyed.
An order that allows injustice.
If the prince turns out to be involved in this attempted murder, he should face a tribunal. The rabble doesn't understand the principles rule.
Or they do understand them and simply don't like them.
Saskia is a wise woman, but there's one thing she doesn't take into consideration. This war will be over one day. Who will sow the crops and milk the cows then? Saskia called the serfs to arms. Do you think they'll want to plough fields again?
You may be right, but it's certainly not my business who'll plough your fields.
This is
Give us this whore
What would the
power!
prince gain with the virgin's death?
you
I
surly
tell you what he lost with her life. Power.
Why is he lingering about? Like the stench in a dwarven hovel.
Those witchers be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then stick...
He better search for a lad who served the Virgin instead of pissing her out.
Yeah, once done with the prince, he'd better take care of the magnets. Throwing their weight about too much they are.
You know Saskia's servant?
Willie of the Oblates. He handled the wine, indeed, but loves the Virgin like a sister and mother put together.
He'd gladly get quartered for her.
Where's this Willie of yours?
Hiding in his shack, afraid of them lords. Squirrels guard him.
The prince stood right next to Saskia during the council. Did he have access to the wines?
How should I know?
Why flap your...
The prince is a wealthy lord. Bribing a skiff...
Just because someone can afford gold teeth doesn't mean they'll pull... Farewell.
Guilt
Give
must
us
be
this
proven.
whore power!
Otherwise, it's vigilante justice.
The prince has a...
If not for that damned Yorvith, the serfs would probably be hanging the prince.
shack.
Someone cast a spell.
There goes the should I say?
Squirrels, witches, an army led by a woman.
The gods, who needs this?
How do I get in there?
Used to it. Lady
Gwynbleidd,
Saskia will
Sparley.
defeat Henselt and make Bergen her capital. Nobody will believe me anyway.
That's the shack he was talking about. How the fuck do I get in there?
For brains, all of yous. You'll soon just pray you survive this war.
This is up here. Can I get up there?
Oh, brother! What should I do?
Below or above? That's the question.
Tell me how you
Nobody will
lifted
believe
the
me anyway.
striker's curse.
There goes the peace, eh?
Sorcerer. This is someone.
How the hell? Is he underneath there? God damn it.
Don't try anything.
I'll say it again.
Humans are strange. A calm day, but tomorrow.
Gotta be in here. Gotta be in here.
Strange aura.
So what the hell did it just happen there?
How do you see it, brother? Gods favor Lady Saskia, as she claims. A calm day.
I'll
but
say it again. Humans are strange.
Fuck, where was it? Up here.
They say someone.
There goes the peace, eh?
So I can't remember where it was now. Where the hell am I? Geralt, where are you? Something right.
Get used to it. Lady Saskia will defeat Henselt and make Bergen.
Hang them all by the balls and let them swing.
Down here? I'm feeling lost.
Oh, a witcher.
Nope.
Don't try anything.
Bloody hell to get back in there. Fuck's sake. What? The map in this game is shit. I'm sure it's in there actually. No, it's not in here. I've just been in there. Where the bloody hell do I go? So flipping annoying. I really don't know. Is it up here?
This is... Could be. Sorcerers are a plague of the rich.
There goes the peace, eh?
Squirrels, witches, and
No, it's in here.
Hang them all by the balls and let them swing.
If not for that damn...
Yes, thank fuck for this.
Serfs and lords will never be on the same side.
Give us this horpla. Why is he lingering about? Like the stench.
Those witches be craving gold. Yeah, what?
You
Done this already.
farewell.
They're playing into
Give
the
us this
Hemsel's
horsepower!
arms. If they start at each
Rolling
other's
down,
throats,
you
we'll have to
silly
face the
dog.
entire amount of Kedwin alone.
Change your tone when we put a sickle to your throat.
Save your
I'd
threat.
gladly hear.
Finally! Someone It's obvious Henselt bribed some serf, who then did what he was told.
That's interesting.
Just think it through. The prince couldn't have done it. The wine was in plain sight. Only the servants touched the decanters, and who are they? Commoners. Then that same commoner incited his folk to stand against the nobles and...
Something to think about.
Get more opinions, don't have much time.
Anyone so much as
Why is he...
Those... Yeah, what?
What's it really all about?
We want just...
We don't need no one back.
How would you punish the prince?
If a lad counts hens wrong, he'll be flogged. What should we then do with...
Kill him.
A land without a ruler is a nightmare.
We have a ruler, the Virgin of Eden.
It's not certain she'll live.
Then we'll choose another who'll manage. But he must be one of us lads. That way he'll
And all people is gonna be...
And the non-humans?
We have enough down on the fields. Let non-humans find a...
Away with them!
Farewell.
Give us this horsepower!
Roll it.
Spoke to you guys already, fuck off.
Farewell.
What a different quest there.
Give us this horsepower!
The prince has a...
Greetings, Gwyn.
Anything
Not really.
Good. Bloody bastard poisoned the Virgin.
Can we have a word?
Why not? I'm Ogden.
No thanks. The tableware in the council chamber is your handiwork?
It is. Made it back in Mayor Farragut's time. Since then, each and every goblet has hit the floor dozens of times, and what happened? Nothing. Because my goblets are indestructible, impervious to both the fury of sovereigns and servants who are all thumbs.
Saskia's chalice was new.
Aye, it was. Back in Mayor Farragut's day, Avenger Saskia was no more than an itch in her da's breeches.
Who ordered the goblet from you?
That goblet was a gift. A way for the folk of Vergen to pay tribute to Saskia. I got the honour of casting and presenting it to her. The lass liked it so much, she's not used any other vessel.
Was the order for a normal goblet?
Not a chance. It was supposed to be a gift.
Maybe the goblet had stuff in it made out of something.
Not terribly practical, that, as it's hard to get clean. Some scum is bound to remain. But I wanted it looking downright regal.
The other chalices were not ornamented on the inside?
Course not.
There you go then, that's what it is then.
Any chance there could have been two identical goblets?
Why, there's no craftsman that comes close to me in Vergen.
Could someone have tried to copy your handiwork?
Ha! I know of one who's been trying for years, but he's a fumbler, a screw-up. He's not produced one decent vessel. They all look like the work of a drunken elf. Thorax.
See you at the end.
For your hog-smelling woman.
Enough of this charade! Try to be reasonable, folks! Sit down and talk in peace!
We've talked enough! Come on, lads, let's drag the prince from his hovel!
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scalen Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian land, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage.
That's why! The mongrel covets the crown!
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt?
Pretending to be with her he was, sly fox. Taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him.
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the virgin sips it.
No need to poison the wine. Smearing the poison inside the chalice would be enough.
I never heard of anyone poisoning a chalice.
You haven't heard much then. One of the Emperor's forebears died after sampling some lamb. He was always scared of poison and ate supper with his cook. The murderer spread poison on one side of a knife. Then he cut the meat so that only a small piece was poisoned.
The witch is right. Give us Stennis.
Saskia's got her own chalice.
It was commissioned from one of the dwarves. The order came with a very detailed drawing.
Even so, how did it come into Saskia's hand?
It's not clear how the prince poisoned the wine, but that doesn't mean he didn't do it.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold. Everyone knows that.
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanted to hurt the miss? Never. It's cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his savior.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis' room next to Saskia's? Do not the wines come from his own lice-ridden cellar? Can he not enter the Virgin's kitchen at will? Yes. His serene dumbhead the prince can, curses on his kin. Nobody in Vergen wants to kill Saskia. And even if they wanted, nobody but Stennis could do it.
It appears Stennis would benefit the most from Saskia's death.
Your Highness, this is dangerous.
I am not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait, unfit for one with royal blood running in his veins. What do you want, to judge me? Is a prince a common thief who steals a dozen eggs at the market? You stand before royal majesty, and you raise your hands against it. In this world there are crimes that can be forgiven, and crimes that, by any means, cannot. Just as a mother killing her own child, or a man slitting his own brother's throat cannot be forgiven. A crime against one anointed by the gods themselves also cannot be condoned. He who raises hand against divine right is not worthy to walk this world.
And what about he who poisons the Virgin of Eden?
Firstly, Saskia is alive, so no one can blame me for her death. Secondly, you have no proof that it was I who tried to murder her. And thirdly, I assure all gathered here, I won't rise above the law. However, only she, the Virgin of Eden, can judge me.
Can it? And if Saskia won't get well, who's gonna judge you?
I believe she can be cured. But if the gods decide otherwise, we'll summon a coven of the wise who can pass just sentence.
Those are words worthy of a true sovereign!
I am the one you should look to for guidance. Let my deeds be the flame that lights up your darkness.
I don't know, is he guilty?
You didn't say a word about your guilt or innocence. You demand justice. You want to summon a coven of the wise. But who will sit on that coven? Any peasants? No, only people you'll nominate yourself. Lords whom you'll reward with lands for reaching the right decision. Such men are to decide if you're guilty? No, you are guilty, Prince. You know you are.
Is he? Now. I need his blood. Don't kill him.
The nobles won't forgive them that.
They're a cowardly lot. Yelping's all they're good at.
And backstabbing.
By Stennis.
How will Saskia feel then if his brother's dead?
Wasn't taken in vain. Eilhart will get royal blood, and Saskia will be cured.
We need to hurry. We can't keep peace in Vergen with strength alone.
Anything's possible using strength. One just has to know how to use it.
That's your credo?
Saskia's the best leader I know, but she can't hope to defeat Henselt with this rabble.
What do you intend to do?
I'll get reinforcements. The Scoia'tael are more numerous than you think. Time to summon them. I'll leave shortly.
You won't get through the fog.
I don't intend to. Mountains may stop human armies, but not the Scoia'tael. I'm going south.
Will you be back in time?
I have to. Vafail, Gwynblade. Don't lose hope.
Gone up another level. What's this sword like? Is that a load of shit or is it any good? Nope. Load of crap. Quest complete, royal blood.